fuck, who'd he tell? Was it Lars Eller? He was gonna fucking kill him in the handshake line when we lost to Montreal years ago.
Fuck.
What?
Yeah, Lucic.
I've never heard about that.
Lucic comes across. It was either Lars Eller or somebody, and he doesn't shake his hand, just looks at him in the face, says, "I will fucking kill you."
Oh my god!
I love Lucic. I miss that guy. I miss the grit and balls the Bruins used to have. They don't have it anymore.
How did it feel losing to New York?
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen in 6, but I never predict my series to anybody before it happens. I just that team was a buzzsaw playing with such emotion that you weren't gonna beat them.
I thought it was a tight series.
It was, but it wasn't. Like that's the Bruins would play only great for stretches of time where the Islanders would play a full 60-minute game. Like they would not let up, even on the games that the Bruins won handily. The Islanders were in it the whole time. So now all of our teams are out, and we have to watch this.
Yeah, my team didn't do shit, so.
Don't comment.
How about them Oilers, Ryan?
Yay, swept. Woo!
Oh, man.
At least y'all's teams made it farther than mine.
Not by much. Not by much.
That's something to be proud of either way.
Just a quick check 1 2 check 1 2. How you guys doing?
Great.
I'm doing awesome.
Good, like my last name.
Sweet, we're good.
All right, sweet. I'm gonna YouTube us right now.
I'm gonna share everything out.
That's why it's not doing it now, eh?
I took a nap when I got off work and did not wake up till an hour before the show. So I was like, oh, I got a shower and.
Well, I don't know if Dalton, AJ told you, but the wife got home from work. She gets home about 4:15 to no power on in my house.
Wait, where do you live?
I live in Michigan.
Oh, there's some people in Nevada that don't have power either.
Yeah, I'm near like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, half hour from Detroit. So
what happened? What, someone run into a?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Just we've been having power outages here. What was it, AJ? What was it? Monday night when it stormed out pretty good. Yeah, it was Monday night before Game 1. Power flickered for a minute on Xbox. Got that all shut down. Luckily, it came back. And then, like I said, the wife came home today, and no power. And I'm like, AJ, sir just called and said we have no power at the house.
Oh yeah. He told me that y'all were that you had power outage, and you thought you might have to cancel. I'm like, oh fuck. No.
Yep. But no, we got it came on at about 6:15 or so.
Well, at least we're good, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We're good now.
Now watch it go out again as soon as we stop.
Don't you put that kind of juju on me, Ricky Bobby.
I fool you, Ricky
Put
Bobby.
that evil on me.
I would be livid, dude, if that happened.
Yeah, I wasn't too happy.
Where the fuck is my goddamn? There it is.
Oh, turn down my.
Oh,
Where the fuck? Hi. Hey, Jay, where the fuck? Yeah! Oh, Patrick. Hello, Patrick.
Oh, Dalton, beware of Ryan's interesting Scooby-Doo laugh.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, that still brings a tear to my eye.
Oh, yes. I did. Yeah, I did that. What was it? The last episode we did.
You look like a bald-headed Shaggy, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Zoinks!
Oh, we haven't even really started yet, and this is going downhill. This is going downhill quick.
Just think, now we're going to be talking about turtles and chicanes,
we will be this week.
I'm surprised they're not going to add another turn to Road America.
A little bootleg action.
Yeah.
So, are we just recapping Nashville and Pocono?
Yeah, but it kind of makes no sense now because there's a big big thing we need to cover for today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I was gonna ask, like if we're gonna like swoop through Nashville and Pocono like as fast as possible, and then
yeah. I don't know if you saw my tweet earlier. I'm like, and we're just gonna throw the show sheet away for tonight.
Dude, I was shocked when that happened.
I read it at lunch. Like when I came back for lunch, I'm like, wait, what? That's like the biggest silly season bombshell we've ever had.
Yeah, and even Adam Stern could link it to us. So
yeah, he signed an NDA, non-disclosure.
Yep.
Oh, he had to do that.
Yeah, they made him sign a NDA.
I found out through Bobby P about that, and then I seen you talk about it in the chat, AJ. And then our buddy Jeff texted me about it. He's like, "Did you hear the news?" I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, that was incredible.
So I was on my way back from lunch, and I get a notification that the NASCAR's live with the Trackhouse announcement. I say, "Okay, let's see what they're doing." And I see Justin Marks sit down, and then I see Chip Ganassi sit down. I'm like, "Whoa, what the hell is Chip doing here?"
What's Chip doing there?
And I thought for sure, Kurt Busch at Trackhouse. Let's go. I'm calling it right now. And then, Ty Norris said that Trackhouse is purchasing Chip Ganassi. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that was the biggest out of left field I've ever seen.
For real.
All right, you guys ready to roll the intro here?
Let's do it.
All right.
Sure.
Hey, gentlemen, start your engine! I guess I'm out of control.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Loose Lugs Podcast, episode 103. As I'm turning down the wrong volume for the mixer here. Sorry about that. Episode 103 of the Loose Lugs Podcast. I'm your host, AJ. With me, as always, is my co-host, Ryan. Ryan, what's going on, buddy?
What is going on, AJ? How the hell are you?
I am doing fantastic, my friend. And with us yet again this season, third time this season, this weekend's winning fan, Dalton Good. What's going on, Dalton?
What's going on, guys? Good to be back on again.
Good to have you on.
I'd say you're a little happy this week, huh?
What's up?
I'd say you're a little happy this week.
A little bit, don't you think?
I think he's still in fourth gear.
Yeah. Oh, nice. There you go.
You know, that tweet by Kyle Busch was it yesterday with the Days of Thunder reference?
That was great. I was laughing so hard at work with that. I'm like, guys at work are like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, oh, it's a NASCAR reference. You guys won't understand.
So yeah, they just hired like a new social media guy. I think he tweeted that or put that together, one or the other. But yeah, that was probably the Kyle Busch's like best tweet he's ever sent.
Perfect.
But yeah, I'm still doing good. I'm flying like an eagle. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there it is, the Fly Like an Eagle reference.
And by the way, I dead ass ordered an eagle mask.
Is it gonna be here for Atlanta?
No, it's gonna be here this Friday, as a matter of fact.
Oh, so you'll have it for Atlanta.
No, I'm having it before July. Well, I don't think wearing a mask to a racetrack is a good idea.
Touche.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll probably get hunted down by the FBI or something like that. But
That's
no,
true.
before July, I'm rocking that damn eagle mask, and you can bet your ass that I am.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then we got the Rowdy Energy Stone Cold tribute
With an M&M chug.
with the mini M&M chug.
Yeah, I had to put those in there. I mean, that's the sponsor, right?
Good thing it wasn't pedigree.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to see another pedigree scheme for the rest of my existence ever again. I'll go ahead and say that.
As I look at a pedigree hat in the background right there.
A crew member gave that to me after the Nashville race.
Yeah,
Oh, no
yeah,
kidding.
and we're gonna get into you being at the Nashville race, even though it's a week late now, 2 weeks late now. But
Almost 2 weeks.
yeah, this whole working thing and with the AC industry and in the summer, it's a little busy right now. So
And then the local blackouts here in Redford, Michigan. So yeah, it
yeah,
happens.
then you got the power issues that Ryan's got going on, and
Almost didn't have a show tonight, but good thing they got us restored. I was going to be one livid.
Yeah, And Dalton's got some big news to share tonight, which you might have already seen. But
Really?
we're going to dive into all that. But, you know, we had a full show planned out with the Gas and Go where we recap the prior races and whatever. And then Trackhouse decided to drop a bombshell on us today. So we might as well just throw the show sheet out the window. So we're going to have an abbreviated Gas and Go segment. But I do want to talk with Dalton about, his experience with the Nashville SuperSpeedway and what that was like, because everything looked great. We had a couple cooler issues. We had some spectators getting in issues, but
Oh yeah.
I want to dive into that a little bit more. But, what have you guys been up to? Dalton, what's been going on with you?
Oh, a lot. So I just went to the Nashville race a couple weeks ago. I decided to buy a ticket for my dad for Father's Day. He's been spending, 15 years buying tickets for me at Bristol, so I thought it was my turn this time. But yeah, him and I took the trip down to Nashville SuperSpeedway a couple weeks ago. We did not go to the truck race, but we went to the Xfinity race and the Cup race. Had a great time. Pretty hot, but overall, it's always a fun night at the racetrack. Am I right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yep. And after that, I might have gotten Rona. I don't know, but I was congested all week. But then I watched the Pocono race. Alex Bowman won Saturday in a crazy fashion, and Kyle won Sunday, of course, which is awesome. With no transmission, how about that? I've never seen anybody do that in my entire life. That's got to be one of Kyle Busch's most badass wins right now. I think that's probably number one right now, over Chicago.
Yeah,
2018.
There was a tweet today that was like, name a driver that you really hated in your childhood, but now you've become a fan of. And I'm like, not necessarily a fan, but my opinion on Kyle Busch has done a complete 180. Like,
yeah, there you go.
You can't deny. I tweeted out right after the race, that is the man right there. That there is no doubt in my mind that he's probably the only guy in that field that could do that. What they did on Sunday.
I thought it was over because I know he had I remember one caution that Jokas Racing tweeted on the radio said that Kyle was having transmission issues, but they planned to fix it. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me, because the car was so fast, and it got better on Sunday. It pretty much Saturday was like their practice session, kind of, and they were able to make great adjustments like throughout the whole weekend. And the car was so fast. I'm like, dude, the car's too good to have this problem already. And of course, we saw the pit stop where he was stuck and he couldn't get out. Like, the crew had to push him out. I'm like, oh, we are done. But I knew the only way, if Kyle was going to get back, I knew the only way was it had to stay green. It had to stay green.
And it did.
And gave on fuel, because if one more caution, just one more caution would have came out, that'd have been it. Like, he would have finished 30th.
This is an overlooked part of that. When he came on that final caution, he came down pit road, and they did some extensive work on the car, did what they could to try to get it out of fourth gear and give him the ability to shift and all that. It was the final pace lap. They push him off pit road. By the time the leaders took the green flag, he was entering turn 3 at full speed. So he never had to restart in fourth gear.
And see, that's smart. I mean, might as well. I mean, that's what you had to do. I mean, try your best to fix the transmission, even though, I mean, there was no way they were going to fix that. It's either you got what you got or you go to the garage, and I'd much rather go with what you got. You know what I mean? So that's wrong with spending extra time to put extra fuel in and then not have to worry about falling behind. You're already up to full speed. You can catch the lap cars in front of you, and then hope the fuel savings goes in your favor.
I would think if he restarted with the main field, and there was no chance he would have won that race.
Dude, he would have gotten wrecked.
Yeah. And I think, did he have one restart in there where he had to restart in fourth gear? Was there one in there that he had to actually restart in fourth gear?
I saw one restart where it was on the back. I mean, he took off fine. Like, it wasn't great, but it was fine. And when he got to the backstretch out of one, William Byron was like all over his ass, and it looked like Kyle was like having trouble there. Like, it looked like Ryan Blaney no, excuse me, William Byron was not bump driving. Like it looked like Kyle was like having a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, I
That's
just
not
like
what we're talking about.
when a caution flew, I was like, Chase picked a lane that the 18 is not in.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that car's gonna sink, but didn't end up mattering because we
Well,
decided we were
there's
gonna
some-
tangle with Christopher Bell there for a little bit. But
Well, there's something you guys were saying about that final pit stop too. You gotta think they added a little bit more fuel into that car too to help them get to the finish line on Sunday, because obviously Pocono always comes down to those fuel mileage races. And
yeah.
man, I sure hope I don't run out of gas tonight.
And if Kyle Busch ran out of fuel, Kyle Larson would have taken over for another win.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we knew at one point that Kyle was going to win this weekend at some point. We knew it had to happen. I just didn't expect it in the fashions that it did.
Yeah, I didn't either. Like I said, I thought it was over, but I was hoping the fuel strategy would work in our favor because, Kyle's never had a crew chief where they were always good on fuel mileage. Like, they were always on the short end of the pit strategy. Like, for every crew chief, it was that way with Dave Rogers. It was like that with Steve Addington. It was like that with Adam Stevens. I wasn't too confident in Bishore at the start of the season, I will say, because I still can't get over 2017 when he screwed him over when he took over for Adam Stevens when he got suspended for the loose wheel, like it is in your logo. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Good. It's a great logo. It's a great logo.
So Ben took over the very next week and screwed Kyle over. He was dominating, and then one caution came out, and he decided to make him stay out while everybody behind the pit. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? But finally, they made a really good call. And again, if you're on pit road trying to fix the transmission, you might as well just put some more fuel in it. And while you're back there, nothing wrong with saving. There's no need in getting in a hurry to get back in the front. You've got to hope the caution doesn't come out.
I thought he was going to pull what he did at Daytona that one year, where the whole field was restarting and he was at full speed and he just passed everybody going into one.
Oh, that didn't last. Like, his car was I don't know what happened, but like after he wrecked, like it had trouble like getting going all night long. I remember that. That was back with the 2-car tandem draft. Like, and
Yep.
he'd be getting pushed. He'd be getting pushed by somebody, and Kyle would always like stall. I don't know what was wrong with the car that night, but yeah, I do remember that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've talked about some Nashville and Pocono already, so why don't we just get into gas and go now? We're kind of in a hurry to get out of it anyway because the news we got to go over for today. So what do you guys say?
Well, sounds good.
Gas and Go is where we recap the previous race weekend, but we're going over 2 weeks a little for this week because we missed last week. So starting off the Truck Series, they were in Nashville first. Ryan Preece gets his first Truck Series win. In that race, Derek Kraus got a stage win, which was pretty impressive. And I just bring up the question, does Ryan Preece need to kind of make the same move that John Hunter Nemechek did and kind of make that drop back to the Truck Series, get your name, or not get your name out there, but, show that you can perform.
Get confident.
Get the confidence, show that you can perform and some better equipment and work your way up that ladder. Because I'm under the assumption here that John Hunter's going to get an Xfinity ride next year in a pretty good team, probably Gibbs, I would think.
I would say Gibbs, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think good move for Preece if he does do it. I mean, like you said, it's paying off for John Hunter right now. Why do you think a lot of the guys go back down to the Truck Series? Get that confidence going. Hey, I haven't won a race in 140 races. Let me get down to the Truck Series, see if I can do it, and I think it'd be a good move for him.
Yeah, and John Hunter, before we get to Pocono, I mean, he won Pocono this last weekend. He's the most dominant truck in the Truck Series right now. That's why I think this could pay such dividends for Ryan Preece going forward if he would make that move. Let's face it, he's not in the best equipment in the Cup Series right now.
Not at all.
You don't have the funding either.
No, and he's a mid-packer at best right now. But the guy can race. Like we've seen that he can perform. It's just it comes to a point where like John Hunter was performing in the Cup Series in the 38 pretty well. He was in contention for a couple wins last year. Priest, I feel, needs to make that same move just to better result his career in the end.
Right. I'm a little 50-50 on that. Part of me wants him to go down to the Truck Series and get the confidence like John Hurnichek, but also part of me wants him to stay in the Cup Series, but try to find a better team if he can. But that's more realistically, he'll have to go down to the Truck Series because I don't see him getting a good team anywhere anytime soon in the Cup Series because with all these new teams coming in and all these charters being bought. So
yeah, and the Cup Series rides are so scarce for next year too. You know,
Mm-hmm. I would say try to, or even get into an Xfinity ride next year, or truck for him for Priest.
Yeah, I agree. Priest could go down the Xfinity Series too.
It won't hurt. It won't hurt. I mean,
it can only help. You're not wrong there. It can only help him by doing that and maybe getting that funding that he doesn't have. You know, being able to bring a big sponsor with him to whatever Cup ride he would go to thereafter. That's you don't necessarily have to go down the Truck Series. You're right, Ryan.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yep.
So then we go to Pocono, where, as we mentioned, John Hunter Nemechek gets the win, just dominant again. At this point, just pencil him into the championship 4 and probably pencil him in as your champion at this point.
I would say him and Sheldon Creed are your front runners right now for the truck title right now.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. That's pretty much all I got for the Truck Series. If you guys have anything else you want to add to it.
No, not really.
I think we did.
I kind of missed the Truck Series races the last couple weeks.
I missed the truck race. I missed the truck race and the first Pocono race. I went to a graduation. My cousin's daughter graduated, so we went out to grad party on Saturday. Had a lot of fun too. Logan was definitely the center of attention again.
Very nice.
As he always is.
I went to the Trop to try to watch Mike Trout play against the Rays, and then Mike Trout was injured, so I didn't even get to do that. So, I mean, I watched Ohtani.
Yeah, there you go.
That was pretty cool.
And what else did you see?
Saw a fight in the stands. Saw one
That's
of those.
right.
Ooh. Those
Hey,
are
anytime-
fun to watch.
Anytime I go to a Lions game, that's all we see is fights in the stands. There's more entertainment in the stands than there is on the field at Ford Field.
The best part, the Rays are winning 13-3. It is the top of the 9th. A foul ball gets hit or a toss-up happens in the stands, whatever. Then I look over, and these two guys are in each other's faces. One of the guys has a kid with him, and I guess they're arguing over who should have got the ball or whatever.
Oh, no.
And I mean, it was almost coming to full fist. Like, I'd say fight. I'm using that term loosely. It was more of an argument than anything.
Wow. Yeah.
But it looked like it was about to get escalated pretty quickly.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, that happens a lot in the stands at Ford Field. I mean, like I said, there's more entertainment in the stands than there is on the gridiron down there.
Well, it's been that way for years for the Lions.
Oh yeah, I remember going to the games at the old Pontiac Silverdome, and there was always, even in the family fun zone section, no swearing, no booze, still fights there. It doesn't matter.
You want to take this to the fun zone?
Yeah, the family fun zone. Let's go. Oh, man, come on, guys, we're in the family section.
The Xfinity Series from Nashville, Kyle Busch, golf clap, 100th win in the Xfinity Series. I heard a lot of people calling in on SiriusXM saying, well, now he's done, right? He said he was done. I'm like, he's still got sponsor obligations.
He's got obligations, yep.
He's got to fill, and he probably has some for next year, too, that he's got to fulfill already. But do you see Kyle Busch taking a step back from the Xfinity Series, let's say 2023?
Yes.
I seriously think he's done.
You think he's done?
I feel like it. I mean, he did say after Nashville that Joe didn't have any races sold on him for next year. So, but I do see maybe him like in a long time. I want to say like probably 5 to 6 years from now, he could probably come back for like 1 to 2 races for maybe sponsorship reasons or something like that. But overall, I seriously do believe that's it.
I mean, does he try to bring his own team back into the Xfinity Series?
No way. They do not. They tried that in 2012 and it didn't work. They did not have the funding for that. I don't know if you remember, but so KBM started in 2010, right?
Yep.
Well, 2012 is when he took a step forward and put the Xfinity Series. Parker Kligerman was one car. Kyle ran in there as well. I feel like they had one more part-time driver for the Xfinity, but I can't remember if so. But I know Kyle and Kurt swapped, and they had Parker Kligerman, who was full-time. But they did not have the sponsorship at all. They did not have.
Kurt had the only win for KVM in the Xfinity Series.
Yeah, Kyle didn't even win that year either. Like, and that's pretty bad. That's how bad 2012 was. So obviously it didn't work. They had to go back to a just truck series only. I still don't think they have the funding for Xfinity. There might come a time where if they do get the sponsorship, they could, but that'd probably be a long, long time from now.
I mean, Kyle's under the Gibbs umbrella, though, even with the truck series, isn't he? Or is that fully his own team?
In trucks?
Yeah.
I think that's his entire team in trucks.
Is it? Okay. I didn't know if they
believe that,
were, working in partnership with Gibbs or anything with that.
They might get equipment, some kind of equipment there. I don't know, but I feel like that's most of it. A majority of it is Kyle.
Yeah. I mean,
I thought they got like you said, I thought they got the engines from Gibbs, but it's his team.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Joe Gibbs Racer Light never really does anything with truck series, so.
Well, I mean, let's face it. If you want to put it this way, Kyle Busch is what Dale Jr. is the Xfinity Series and the Truck Series. Just a talent for catching on to the young drivers, getting them progressed, and ready for that next step.
Right.
As much as I know it pains you to say that, even while wearing that shirt you're wearing tonight.
So I want to go ahead and talk about this real quick. So for the Nashville race, I decided to design my own shirt. Here it is right here. I made the shirt in honor of the famous guitar smash that Kyle did back in 2009 that he got a whole bunch of shit for, which I thought that was funny. But, of course, there were a lot of Dale Jr. fans that didn't think it was funny, which is understandable because that was a time where everybody really hated him. This is one of my favorite Kyle Busch moments. I really don't care what anybody says. So for the first national race back, I really wanted to make this shirt. And by the way, it is available. So more news for me this past couple weeks. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of the Left Turn Cult podcast, but now I am an official member of the Left Turn Cult podcast. I'm now one of their co-hosts.
Congratulations, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank
Congrats.
you. So I'm full-time for Left Turn Cult right now, and they just put up their merch line yesterday, and I asked them, hey, is there any way I could put my shirt in there because I'm a lazy bitch and I can't put it anywhere. I mean, I was going to put it up for sale, like probably at Custom Ink or Spreadshirt, but I just got too lazy. I said, you know what? Can y'all just put it up there for me because I'm a lazy bitch. So, yeah, it's up right now. I think it's $25. You can go to Left Turn Cult. It's Left Turn Colt's merch store, and it should be there for you to get.
Nice.
I will be picking one up tomorrow.
Nice.
Hell yeah! Thank you.
It's going to feel very sacrilegious wearing something with Kyle Busch's likeness on it.
Why do you want to buy it? Like, I want to hear your honest thoughts.
Because I thought the uproar over the whole guitar smashing incident was so dumb. It was so petty.
I know.
Do people realize that what he was doing was trying to give a piece of the trophy to each of his crew guys and team members that day?
Exactly. And there was also a story saying that so they planned that. I heard they planned that with Sam Bass. Like, he told Sam Bass, if I win at Nashville, I want you to make 2 guitars, one for me to smash and then one obviously for me to keep. I don't know if a lot of you have heard about that, but
no, that's actually the first I've heard of that.
Yeah, that was the first I've heard of it too. Someone actually had to tell me that. But yeah, I didn't understand back in the day. Like, I remember watching it live and it was funny. And then a couple of days later, my dad said that he was getting crap for it. I'm like, wait, why? Like, I didn't know smashing guitars offended that many people. Like,
Yeah.
Anytime you go to a rock show, you see that.
That's what I was going
Anytime
to
you go
say.
to a concert.
You look at
That's
rock
what I was
stars.
gonna say.
They
That's what I was
smash
gonna say.
guitars every time. Like, it was the biggest petty thing to get pissed at the man for out of everything he's ever done. The Hornaday incident, the Harvick incident. Like,
Oh, man.
you choosing this to get mad at?
Well, the Hornaday Harvick incident is completely understandable, but you got to remember that time though. That was a year after the Dale Jr. wreck, and they still hate him for it. Like, if you listen to Dale Jr. Downloads episode where it was in 2018, he invited Kyle to be on and talk about that race 10 years
donuts.
later. Yeah,
Donuts and beer.
Beer and donuts.
Hell yeah.
And that was just a time where everybody still hated him for it. It was just a year later, and they just wanted to find reasons to hate him. So they just came up with that, I guess.
And I think another reason, Dalton, is my opinion on Kyle has changed in the sense of before he was really arrogant, and he did whine a lot, whined a ton in those early years, those first years in the 18 at Gibbs. Then we had the junior incident. But we've kind of seen a change of Kyle Busch as the last 3 or 4 years have gone on, where he's settled down. He's got his family now. He's got his kid and his wife. I think that's kind of mellowed him out a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And it's also like, his reactions to races and the rivalries he has now have made him just a more likable person. And he's not going out winning every week like he used to. Winning does a lot for hatred. If a guy's winning all the time, the fans are going to hate him. Look at Larson. Larson last weekend got booze in Pocono. And it's because he's winning so much.
Oh, yeah. Everybody hates a winner.
So,
and another thing, one thing I wanted to mention, 2020 last year, the season he had, he handled it pretty good, like a lot better than I thought he would.
How many
last year he was in a bunch of shit last year. He kept calm for a majority of it, which I was kind of shocked because I was livid at the couch. But
Dalton, how many times did we expect like the biggest blow up in Kyle Busch history to happen, and it never did? He was just humble about it every time. Like 2020 humbled him, and I think that's another reason why he's more likable now than he used to be.
And the truck race last week, for an example, too. He got bumped by Sheldon Creed, and everybody expected him to be pissed. But he handled it a lot better than anybody thought he'd be. Like, I knew he was I was ready for him to say something, like get everybody riled up. But now he never mentioned it. He's moved on to the Cup race. I'm like, well, all right. So
I think it was after that Martinsville win where he signed that lady's hat where Samantha's recording him. And that's like, all right, I saw that, and I'm like, all right, that's cool right there. That's pretty cool for him to do. And then a lot of the stuff on the social media scene that he does is pretty awesome to see.
And he's great marketable.
I'd rather see him win. I'd rather see the 18 win than the 11.
So. I'm honestly still shocked that we got a win before Denny Hamlin.
You got 2 wins before Denny Hamlin.
Yeah.
I know, and he was better than us at the start of the season, which is shocking.
Mine driver's got to win before Denny.
And both your drivers had a win before mine did.
Well,
that's right.
William Byron is consistent. He is really consistent. Top 10 after top 10 after top 10.
I thought he was going to win Pocono, but
I thought so too. But
we'll
listen to the few. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. We'll get into that. I got my rant ready to go. So
I just don't understand how you could be so terrible on pit strategy.
I'll wait. I'm
okay,
Usa.
The Nashville Xfinity race, Kyle Busch winning number 100. Dalton, you got some camera love during the Xfinity race.
So during the race, I saw fans with Kyle Busch flag, and I wanted to go down there and talk to him for a little bit. And there was a restart that happened, and Kyle took the lead from Allgaier. And like I was screaming, "Let's go!" And there happened to be a photographer taking a picture of me. And then after the race was over, my dad said, "So the Routing Nation flag that I have, I'm never leaving to a race without that thing ever again. That thing will always be with me every race I go." And that is the reason why. So Dad told me, if Kyle wins, you better sprint your ass down there and show him that flag. He might pay attention to you. So that's what I was hoping. And there were a lot of Kyle Busch fans that I knew were there. One of them lives right next to me. He's friends with my sister. And the other one was my Left-Turn Colt buddies. So after the race was over, we were all celebrating it. I got them all together. I said, "Hey, listen, y'all follow my ass down right now and hold the flag. Help me hold the flag." So we were holding the flag while Kyle was doing his burnout. We were hoping that he would look at us, but he didn't, unfortunately. But then there was this lady. I think her name was Amy Lugs. She was in charge of Nashville's social media all weekend long, and she had a
great job that weekend.
Oh yeah, she really did. She really did. And she talked to us while we were holding the flag, and she kept telling us, "Hey, can you post your pictures, please?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." And we were getting ready to leave, and she goes like, "Wait! I need you to hold it one more time." I said, "Okay." So we stood there, and she had to take a video of like her recapping the day or whatever, and then put the camera on us, so that was pretty awesome to see.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
That happened to me at one of the tweet ups at MIS. It was with Bob Pockris. He brought Matt Tift, and they're taking pictures, and they're like, yeah, after check Twitter, and I'm on the Twitter page, and I'm like, oh, there I'm standing right next to Matt Tift, and there's Bob in the background, and I forwarded that to AJ. I just refound it.
Did you guys see the autograph line for Bob Pockris last weekend?
Dude, that was awesome. That was awesome.
That shows you how legendary he is right there.
Oh, I've been blocked by Utter. I've been blocked by Cody Ware. That is one
Yep.
dude I'd never want to be blocked by.
No.
Welcome to the club. Like, who is not blocked by Cody Ware?
Who's not
I'm
blocked
not.
by Jim Utter?
I'm not.
Surprisingly, I'm not yet.
Wow.
I'm not yet.
Wow.
I went after him too after the Alex Bowman what he said about Alex Bowman what was it last year?
Oh yeah, no, he said hashtag anxiety Alex. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, you are fucked up.
Yep, I went after him. I went after him. I went after him to get blocked because of that.
Was that worth it? Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Thing.
Yeah, Utter pisses me off to no end.
Oh.
And then I saw Beam was getting attention again yesterday, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm blocked by him too.
Yeah, but Cody Ware, however, if you talk once about their team, like he'll just immediately block. You don't even have to tag him either. Like he literally just searches his name and see what everybody says about
The
him.
best
Yeah.
part about the Cody Ware thing was the only time I'd ever replied to any tweet he was mentioned in or had posted was the one after him and one of his teammates got together on the track
At Martinsville?
at Martinsville, and I was like, "You're the one who caused it. What do you mean
Yeah.
your teammate got in the way? You're the one who caused it."
Yep.
And that was a long time ago, like a couple months ago, and I wasn't blocked. I think like a month ago when I looked at something that he had tweeted, and then now I am, and I'm like, I haven't mentioned you in a while. Your team, however, is terrible, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, and James Davison called him mentally ill that day. And look, I'm starting to think that he really is mentally ill. I'm not going to make fun of him or make any jokes because that's a serious thing to talk about. And I know a lot of people struggle with that. It's really sad. But yeah, I feel like he really does. And I hate that for him. And I just hope he can get the help at least.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I don't dislike Cody Ware. And I don't dislike any of the drivers for Rick Ware Racing. I just don't like the fact, and I retweeted something today that said exactly what I'm thinking. The problem with the charter system is you have Rick Ware Racing hoarding all these charters, but they don't improve on anything.
I swear, they rob banks. I see it.
You know? And not only that, they're in the way every damn week because they don't improve anything. Even in IndyCar, didn't they have a
They have an IndyCar now. Yep.
IndyCar the other
Their
week?
Their IndyCar team is actually not that bad.
No, their
I heard.
IndyCar team is good. Who races for them that's not Cody Ware? It's not, I want to say Mays Pin, but I think he's...
No, that's Haas. He's
That's
a
Haas. Is it Grosjean?
Yeah, no, not Grosjean. Hold on, I'll try to find it.
Yeah, well, you're finding that. I'm just going to...
Yep.
Like, Rick Ware Racing, naturally you're going to help out your family members with Cody Ware, you know, but I don't know if he belongs in an IndyCar ride.
No.
He does IMSA too. I know that.
Yeah, he did like a Japanese like IMSA series or something like that, or like a Japanese racing series. I don't know what it was, but Lefter Cole.
Ed Jones. Mm-hmm.
Sounds familiar.
I wanted to say Grosjean raced one of the IndyCar races for him this year. I'm not positive on that.
Hold on.
I'm looking it up now.
Mm-hmm. I'm using a cell phone.
Formula One veteran Grosjean joins Dale Coyne Racing with Rick Ware Racing for 2021 season. So yes, I was right about that.
I just want to know where they're getting all this money. I really do.
Like you said, they got to be robbing banks.
I know. I see it. That's the only thing I can come up with. Like the only realistic theory that I have.
And like I said, I can't say this enough. I don't dislike any of the drivers there. I just hate the fact that you've got all these cars and not one of them are worth a blank.
Yeah, for real.
You know, like, how many times do you see them get lapped before lap 20 every week? Twice? Sometimes 3 times?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to lie, at Pocono, so no offense, Ryan, but Larry Byrd's car looked like a Rick Ware Racing paint scheme.
It was brutal. It was very ugly.
I did not like it. I'm sorry, I did not like it. But it literally looked like a Rick Ware paint scheme.
I remember when they debuted at Daytona, like they did the unveiling at Daytona, and even then I was like, oh my God, that is so ugly.
Yeah. And so
he better not be racing that August 22nd.
I don't think he will. But there was, I think it was on Saturday, they showed him like battling for third, and it was on lap 3. I'm like, and again, I thought that was a Rick Ware car. I'm like, is he getting lapped already? But I realized it was Willie Byers. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind.
While I was at the game, there was a restart that had happened, or something happened on the leaderboard, and Eddie Greer tweeted at me and he said, "Hey, Rick Ware Racing's is in 8th right now," and I just responded with "Pray for the field." Yeah, that was it for the Xfinity Series at Nashville. Pocono, Austin Cindric gets the win. Daniel Hemrick kind of threw it away there with the pit road speeding penalty they had. And Justin Haley, Ryan Vargas had an insanely hard crash, and Vargas emotional afterwards, carrying the crew member on the car. That was pretty scary wreck.
That was a hard interview to watch with Vargas afterwards. He got him really emotional, and you feel for the kid. But yeah, like you said, a hard hit for Justin Haley, where it caused him not to race on in the Cup race later that afternoon, where they had to get Justin Allgaier in the car. But very scary wreck.
He was fine. He said he was good enough to drive.
Yeah, maybe team precaution. Maybe hey, if you infield care center. I mean, granted, you got to go to the care center after all wrecks, but that was a wicked hit though. That was definitely a wicked hit coming back across the track like that. Luckily, only one car hit him.
Well, one thing you probably got to think about, they probably wanted to save him from next week, because what if he were to get a wreck in the? Oh, there's people shooting fireworks outside the house.
Like gunshots out there.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Oh yeah, now it's scared my dog. Look at that. It's just fireworks. Chill out.
I mean, the Kyle Busch stuff could be scaring her too. So I mean,
it starts earlier.
Anyway, so but you got to think like there was probably they probably wanted to save him for next week. Because what if he were to get in a wreck in the Cup race and he got hurt for next week? I mean, because they got to go for they're competing for an Xfinity Championship. So
correct.
Of course you're going to need it for next week. And number 2. That saber barrier in the backstretch is just way too close to the track.
Yeah, because I mean that's really the reason why it threw him back across the racing surface like that.
They need to go back to. They need to go back. So where that old guardrail used to be, where Kurt Busch and Elliott Sadler hit that.
Oh yeah, where the engine came out of the car.
Yeah, that's where it needs to be, but with a saber barrier, of course. But
yeah, not that cutout they have right there. They used to have right there.
That's where Steve Parkin Jr. flipped, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, same spot.
And then Davey Allison flipped there a long time ago.
I just want to mention this. Ryan Vargas, it's an incredible young man.
Yep.
He's got the funding through TikTok and all that, which is great. Just terrible luck. I don't know of a better guy with worse luck.
There's a couple out there. I mean, but yeah, he's definitely one of them right now. So hopefully he can get it turned around.
Yeah. Top 5 of the Xfinity race: Austin Cindric, Ty Gibbs, Justin Allgaier, Noah Gragson, AJ Allmendinger, and top 5 in the truck race from Pocono on Saturday: John Hunter Nemechek, Kyle Busch, Yep. Sheldon Creed, Tyler Ankrum, Austin Hill. See what happens when I don't do this right afterwards? I get all confused.
Good thing you didn't have to say Hocever.
Don't worry, we're getting there. Standings for the
That's
series. John Hunter Nemechek, Ben Rhodes, Todd Gilliland, Sheldon Creed, Zane Smith, Austin Hill, Matt Crafton, Stuart Friesen, Carson Hocever. Yeah, what's up, Ryan?
There you go. All right, yeah. How about that?
and Zane Smith. Next race for the Truck Series, and I am looking forward to this one. Knoxville next Friday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
Dirt track racing, Friday night style.
And I won't be able to watch it. I'll be camping in Atlanta.
Oh, that's right. That is that's Atlanta week. Are you camping at the track or a hotel?
At the track.
Oh, enjoy the part. Enjoy the party. Enjoy the party, my friend.
This will be my first time camping at a race ever. I have no experience.
Enjoy the party, my friend. That's all I'm going to tell you. Enjoy the party.
Oh, I'm going to. It's going to be hot and it's going to suck, but I'm going to buy a portable fan, and hopefully that'll help me.
Come on, you got
Dalton's going to end up in a hotel like 3 hours into the night.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean,
no, you won't. You'll be drinking all weekend long. Trust me. It's a
No, I plan on drinking water and body armor like all week. Like, I'm not gonna bring soda. I might have one beer and that'll be it. The Busch apple is supposed to come back next month.
Yeah, I can't. I want to find it.
Can't wait.
My friends in Chicago had a store that had them last year, so I'm hoping before Atlanta they'll have it, and I want to try a case.
I'm not a Busch Light drinker whatsoever.
I'm not a beer drinker at all, but like I like Red's Apple.
I am. I'm a beer drinker.
That's the only alcohol beverage I like is Red's Apple Ale. So that's the only reason why I want to try that Busch Apple is because of the apple scheme.
When Busch Light Apple came out last year, I had to find a case. Took one sip, went in and bought a second case. I was like, this stuff's good.
I'm not a big fan of the Red's Apple Ale at all. Like, I don't like the Reds. Angry Orchard I do like. But I want to try this. Yeah. I don't mind Busch Light. I don't mind the Busch beer, but I have got to try this.
When you can get a 24-pack for about $12, it is
you can't beat it.
It's a good investment.
That's right.
If I'm going to drink beer, it needs to have a flavor. If it's just a bland one like Budweiser, no, it's not going to work for me.
Miller Lite.
Yeah, because I tried a Budweiser during Nashville Week, and it tasted like nothing. I'm like, how do y'all drink this?
I actually have the red, white, and blue cans of Budweiser in my fridge right now, just waiting for the fourth.
Ah, very nice.
Oh, there you go.
So the standings for the Xfinity Series: Austin Cindric, AJ Allmendinger, Justin Allgaier, Daniel Hemrick, Jeb Burton, Harrison Burton, Justin Haley, Myatt Snyder, Brandon Jones, Noah Gregson, Michael Annette, Jeremy Clements. Next race for the Xfinity Series: Road America, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, Saturday on NBC. Going to the Cup Series. Nashville, Kyle Larson won again, 4 in a row. Chase Elliott was DQ'd. Ross Chastain had a great finish. Thoughts on the Nashville race? We'll start with the man who was there, Dalton.
My dog's getting scared. I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. She doesn't like the worst bless her heart.
Good. You're all good, man.
But anyway, so I'm just glad I got to witness Nashville's first ever race. I've been planning on going there ever since the announcement was made last summer. I said as soon as they announced it, I'm going to be the first one to buy the tickets. And sure enough, I was. Got to spend the Father's Day with my dad. I bought his ticket for Father's Day. We just had a good time. Kyle kind of sucked. It's that pedigree scheme, just like always. But I mean, regardless, I said before that race, I said no matter what happens to Kyle, I'm just glad to get to witness Nashville's first race. And it was a good race from the stands. I mean, a lot of people had low expectations for this race because back in the old races when the truck at Xfinity used to run there, it was always like a one-lane track. There was hardly any passing. It wasn't really that many good races, but it was a lot different this year. And that reason they put down had a lot to do with it. And, of course, thankfully we had the 750 horsepower package because tell you if they would have ran 550, you'd have had Dover 2019.
Yeah, it would have been an absolute snooze fest.
Nobody wants that. And so, thankfully, they put the 750 horsepower package, which is probably the best move ever because it was hot out there. The track was slick. You saw both lanes work. This is the first time I've seen this in such a long, long time. People were getting sideways off the corners, almost hitting the wall off of two.
All by themselves.
Yeah. Kyle Busch, there were a lot of times where Kyle got loose off of 4.
And it wasn't even a Rick Ware racing car.
Yeah. A lot of people got loose off of there. Of course, there was a lot of brake failures, too, which was really shocking.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people broke rotors, like Ryan Blaney did. I guess Quinn Half.
First lap into the race.
Quinn Half just lost his tire.
Yeah, that was a shout. That's a shout out, though, AJ.
Yeah, we need a new logo now.
I saw I was listening to Door Bumper Clear yesterday, and someone made a song about Clint
Song.
Howe.
Yes.
Yeah, and I laughed when he said I could outrun him in a U-Haul. But
Hey, I gotta ask you, Dalton, since you were there at Nashville, did it take you guys a while to get into the track?
oh my, okay, so here was the traffic situation. Now, Saturday was not bad. We sat there for, I want to say, 30, 35 minutes, and we were in. Of course, we all knew Sunday was going to be bad because, of course, it's sold out crowd.
Yep.
So here was what happened. I told Dad, I'd like to get there as early as possible. Not too early, but early enough. We left the house. I live only 30 minutes away, so we left at around, I want to say, 10 o'clock, and I turned into where we were supposed to go to the race. Same route we took for the Xfinity race, and a lot of people were just sitting there. A lot of people got out of their truck to take a piss on the side of the road. That's how bad it was. And then I realized I forgot my scanners at the house. So I had to turn all the way around and go back and get them. And we came back to where we were at 11:30, I believe, or 11:30 at 12. And we were not moving. Like, we were hardly moving. And so we thought we were going to miss it. So there were people behind us that were pulling out. Okay, so here was the road, for those of you that don't know or who don't live there. So the road we're turning in, there's like 2 lanes on this side going this way. There's a huge yellow middle lane, like turning lane, that turns into nothing. Like, there's nothing to turn into. It's just a giant yellow middle lane. And on the other side, you have 2 lanes going this way. This side was closed. Nobody was coming through this way. And, of course, you had the middle lane where it's kind of useless, to be honest with you. And they only had 2 lanes backed up, like going this way.
Why not have 4 lanes in, 1 lane out?
That's what I said. That's what they needed to do. And so there were people behind me that started getting that yellow lane and cutting. I said, screw this. I'm following you. And we were able to cut and get there about an hour and 15 minutes before the race started. So luckily I'm thankful I cut in front of those guys. We would have been stuck there if I didn't take that chance.
Because they pushed back the start of the race too. Because the same problem. Yeah,
I didn't know that. Yeah, 10 minutes ain't gonna do shit.
The same thing happened in Kentucky for their inaugural race. Like, people were stuck on the highway. Like, if you ever been to Kentucky Speedway, which I have, it's right off the interstate. You know where? Right off the interstate there. But it's just, like you said, 4 lanes in, 1 lane out. MIS was the worst place ever for traffic to get in and get out. They've worked on it through the years, and it works. I no matter what time the race starts, I'm leaving my house by 7 a.m.
Yeah. I mean, you had to get there early. Now they got to come up with a better traffic plan for next year. Now, of course, I heard
they had to pay for parking too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, well, it wasn't bad. I paid like $20 or $10 for.
Okay, that's not bad.
No. I mean, which I don't mind that, but. So, yeah, they got to have a better plan. Next year, they have to open up those lanes for people to come in. If you're going to close that road, there's no excuse for you to have 2 lanes.
Yeah, like, I saw people complaining, like, oh, well, no one comes into the race early or something like that. I'm like, no. It did not matter how early you left to go to Nashville. You could have left at 5 a.m. and you might have had a better shot.
Yeah.
Okay, now one story I want to tell you, though. So, when me and Dad came in, there were couple of empty seats, not much, but like a couple. We wanted to spread out, so we found some empty seats and we just moved down. Like, it was 1 row from us, so we moved down to try to spread out. And on lap 50, the people that were sitting in those seats came in, and so of course, we scooted over and let them sit in their seat. And they're from Illinois. I don't know what part of Illinois. It's not Chicago, but I can't remember where it was exactly. But they came down for this race. And they have a cousin who lived in downtown Nashville. And now downtown Nashville is a 45-minute drive from there to the racetrack. And we talked to him during the caution laps, and he told us that they left their house at, I think, 7:30 or 8:30 in the morning to head down there. They sat in traffic for 5.5 hours, and they did not get in their seats until the 60th lap of the race.
You know, what
For a 45-minute drive.
and people don't.
That's bad.
And people don't understand. It did not matter how early you left for that race. If you only got one lane going in,
Yeah.
it's gonna get backed up. Like, it does not matter.
Yeah.
And if when you're collecting money right there, I think Brett Griffin brought this up on Door Bumper Clear, the week after, last week. And he said, if you're why collect money right there? Why not have these guys have something on their phone or whatever? They could pre-purchase the tickets. All you got to do is scan it and let them in. And the biggest pet peeve I have with pay for parking are the people who decide to have full-on conversations with the cashiers at the beginning of the parking lot. Like, just pay and move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
And that's what's awesome about MIS is my parking is included into my ticket. So there's all we have people do is directing people in and people out. That's all it is, which is a godsend. And when we went to Bristol in 2013, because there's one free parking spot in Bristol, and we went to it. Everything else was paid. I'm like, no, add that to the ticket. I mean, you're already trying to get what was it, 40-some thousand out at Nashville, 50, something like that. But then you got Daytona, 100,000+.
I was
Bristol.
about to bring up Daytona because I think where they had us parked this year in the beginning part, so like it was still COVID season. They let us park in their free parking area, which was right in front of the track, just across the street, but right in front of it. I tell you what, next year I'm probably going to buy a parking pass right there because that was a tenfold better than all the walking we had to do before.
I remember, so I've been to Daytona. I know all those like restaurants that are like right across the street from it. I heard they charge like $80 or $60 to park there. Like Target and that's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I would go right through the Daytona parking areas, which I think are like $60, $40 to $60 to park in their areas. For the amount of walking that it saves and the distance and all that is so much easier, especially going in and out. It was a tenfold better than what it was before in the free parking area.
Now, Bristol, I don't have to worry about anything. So at Bristol, there's and of course I live there, or I used to live there, so I know my way around there. Now at Bristol, there's a fire department right next to the track. And they park fans every single year. Me and my dad always park there. We always park there.
We parked. I think if you're looking at 3 and 4, there's a spot in the back. Like it was a free parking area, and it was you take a shuttle right up to the track. It was so awesome.
Yeah. It would always be like $15 or $20, I think, to park there, which again not a big deal. They had a bus that would take you to the track, but after the race, you have to walk back. And now,
because the lines are ridiculous.
Yeah, and honestly, we don't mind to do that because as soon as that race is over, we go to that fire department, we get in our car, we go down that back road, and we're out. We don't have to deal with any traffic. The only worry about going down that back road, especially at night, is deer. As a matter of fact, I did bump into one. So last year,
it's called the Speedway parking is where we park at. Where we parked at, right across 394 there.
Oh, okay. So
that's where we parked at. Yeah, free parking. It was free. I'm like, okay, easy shuttle. They drove us around the drag strip, and I'm like, oh, cool. I got to see the drag strip while we're here.
Yes. Driving at night down that back road at night is the scariest thing ever because it's so dark, and the deer could pop out literally anywhere. I did bump into one last year. I went to the night race last year. We drove down that back road like we always do. And I see 2 deer in front of me. So I stopped. Like, I didn't jam the brakes. Like, I knew I saw them. And so I just slowed down, let them do their thing. And I stopped, and they weren't even moving. I'm like, are y'all going to go? And Dad was like, don't just go. Who knows what to do? And so I slowly roll off. And that's when they decide to just jump in front of me. I'm like, bro. And I bumped into it. It didn't do anything. I didn't hurt the deer or anything. It was just like a
like Ron White always said, just put a couple high beams on a bullet and a horn, and that deer will jump right in front of it.
There must have been Wickware racing fan deer.
Oh, jeez.
What?
So that was Nashville. What was the cooler situation like? Like, I heard some tents ran out of water or whatever.
Some concession stands ran out of water, and that for a hot race, that's inexcusable.
Yeah, exactly.
That's inexcusable. Like, how do you run out of water? Like, really? How are you not prepared?
On a race where you're not allowing fans to bring in any drinks.
So you knew that there was going to be a cooler ban. You knew it was going to be hot. How are you not prepared?
I heard they ran out of hot dogs too. Like some stands ran out of hot dogs and food and all that.
No, they didn't run out of hot. They ran out of beer.
Now we got a problem. Now we got a problem.
I never heard anything about them running out of hot dogs or food or anything like that. But also, concession stand prices were kind of ridiculous too. Yeah, but there were fans that like had bottles of water like in their hand already. They let you bring those in. Like if it was like a Monster or a Coke or anything like that, they make you throw it away, or you'd have to chug it like before you come in. They actually had metal detectors there. That's the first race I've ever been to that actually had metal detectors.
Wow.
So that was kind of new. Of course, I don't mind that, to be honest with you.
Nope.
But
we had that at Daytona last year, but I think it was because the president was there at the time.
I was there for that one. Yes, I do remember that. That's why I got there early.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, just bring the coolers back. I mean, that's if you're going to be like that, that's kind of ridiculous. Either bring the coolers back or be like Martinsville and have really cheap concession stand prices. Like Martinsville, it's $2 water, $2 drinks, $2 hot dogs. You can't beat that.
I want the Martinsville.
Use the Eldora method. Make everything affordable.
Yep.
Yeah, and I promise you'll get just as much money.
I'm going to the dirt track. We're heading north this weekend. I'm going back to Merritt Speedway, and they have affordable concession prices. They have like $2 waters. They have a thing of beer. You get a big cooler bag of beer with ice for $15. I'm like, you can't beat it, man. You know, it's affordable concession. I mean, the hot dogs are pretty good. The nachos were good, and so was the sloppy joes. All affordable pricing too.
Very good, very good.
Now,
Pocono won. Larson blows the tire in the final corner. Bowman gets the win. I've got to say, Alex Bowman is the luckiest guy at Hendrick Motorsports. He's pretty much fallen into 2 wins at this point, or 3 wins.
He had the funniest interview too on Sunday because they didn't deny it that Bowman likes to party after his win. And Marty Snyder asked him, was like, yeah, so you couldn't really celebrate this win. He was like, oh, I'll be celebrating tonight. Hopefully we can get another one. And on his Twitter, they ordered like 48 tacos.
Yeah, and the Taco Bell was pissed at him for doing that.
Yeah, whatever.
Tell Alex Bowman to unblock me on Twitter if y'all can.
Yeah.
And before you ask, no reason. I dead ass. Either I don't remember or no reason at all. One of those two. Like, I don't remember saying anything, and I'm just all of a sudden blocked. So, I just
Busch fan, man.
So I don't even hate the guy. Like, I just want him to unblock me.
So the second race happened. We mentioned that Kyle Busch winning while stuck in 4th gear and on the fuel mileage strategy. Larson finishing second.
Flying like an eagle.
Fly like an eagle.
Is it Dalton's flying like an eagle?
We talked a little bit about the Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell incident. How about Bubba Wallace? First top 5 finish with 23:11 racing.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
Good for Bubba. Good for Bubba.
Finally.
Didn't hear much out of the haters Sunday night.
No, you didn't. I'll tell you one thing I heard Sunday night.
What's that?
And I'm going to do my rant right here, right now, because, boy, am I livid at these people. William Byron Nation. Rudy Fugel should be fired. Rudy should be fired for this call.
Oh, get out of here.
Thank you. Are you serious? How many top 10s does Byron have this year? One of the more consistent drivers average finish-wise this year. And you want to fire Rudy Fugel because they took a gamble at this fuel to try to save the fuel. Yeah, they tried to push their lead out. I was livid. I'm like, you really want to fire this guy after this? Guess what? It happens. It's why it's called racing. Take the gamble. Guess what? He has a win. He has a win to fall back on. That's why they could afford to do this. If it was like Denny Hamlin who tried to do it and it didn't work out for Denny, that's when you start to concern yourself. Like, I didn't like that call right there. Should have come in early, topped off in case, so forth and so forth. But yeah, people are saying to fire Rudy Fugel. I'm like, kiss my ass.
Get out, dude. As a Kyle Busch Motorsports fan, and Kyle Busch used to have Rudy Fugle as a crew chief.
Yep.
You William Byron fans don't understand what you got, okay?
Oh, I know what I got. I know what I have with me.
No, this is probably the best thing that's ever happened to William Byron. Guaranteed.
Everybody thought Chad Knaus was. No, this is it right here. Rudy Fugle is.
If I was a William Byron fan, I'd take Rudy over Chad any day.
Oh yeah,
24/7 without a doubt.
I will say though, it was still one of the worst fuel saving strategies I had ever seen.
Well, again, it happens. I mean,
no, it happens. I'm not saying Rudy Fugle should be fired or even questioned. I'm just saying, how do you tell a guy with like 10 laps to go now you need to start saving? Like,
yeah,
the extreme
the
whole time.
Well, because Tab and Rudy were going back and forth at it. It's like Tab's like, well, Rudy, what are we doing? Are we going for it? Are we saving? Are we going for the win? You know, what are we doing here? Because they had one of the better cars. It was between the 18 and the 24 who had the two best cars that race. And he didn't win. 12th place finish. Top 15 finish. I'll take it, but should have been something more. Should have been something more. That's all right. August 22nd, it will happen.
Okay. Stage winners: first stage Martin Truex Jr., second stage William Byron, and race winner was Kyle Busch. Top 5: Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick, and Bubba Wallace. Standings post Pocono: Kyle Larson, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Alex Bowman, Joey Logano, William Byron, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Brad Keselowski, Michael McDowell, Christopher Bell, Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, Tyler Reddick, and Austin Dillon. Next race is Road America, Sunday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern on NBC.
I've wanted to go cut in for a minute. I've heard a lot of people or seen a lot of people on Twitter praising the NBC coverage so far.
It's been pretty good.
Yeah, I've enjoyed. Junior's been Junior, so I mean he can't do nothing wrong.
How are you going to be worse or the same as Fox? Like really?
It's two totally different broadcasts. Like it's day.
Boyer saved Fox this year. I ain't gonna lie. Boyer saved Fox.
Here's the difference. See, Fox likes to doze off and like talk about a whole bunch of other stuff like WWE stars, a train passing by Martinsville, like and not even paying attention to the race.
Fox
NBC,
gimmicky, very gimmicky.
Oh, they're bad. They're down bad.
So, what do you guys say we get into Tire Rub and talk about the big news of the day?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Left side. Coolest left fender out, left side.
Tire Rub is where we go over the news of the week. Just real quickly, Todd Gordon is retiring after this season. Crew chief Ryan Blaney. Roush Fenway said that they have been telling their partners that it is a done deal with Brad Keselowski for the ownership driver role. And
which we've been discussing.
Yep, and Jeff Gordon is leaving the Fox booth to join an executive role in Hendrick Motorsports. First things first, I called the Brad K news. Called that before it happened.
Are we really shocked about Jeff Gordon, though?
Not shocked about Jeff Gordon. I think it actually is going to make the Fox booth better next year because you have a guy who's not invested in any of the Cup teams that are there anymore.
And they already announced who's replacing him too. So
and it's Larry McReynolds back in.
I'm happy.
Back in the booth.
Yep.
Todd Gordon retiring. That one kind of took me by surprise.
Yeah, shocking. Yep.
I know Penske does this damn carousel of crew chiefs that I absolutely can't stand because it seems like whenever a guy gets comfortable with one of their crew chiefs, they're switching them all around again. But the big news of the day. Trackhouse Racing announced today that they have purchased Chip Ganassi Racing, including everything that comes with owning Chip Ganassi, from the cars to the building. And they have also said that they want to start hiring first the employees of Ganassi Racing into their shop. So
that is an awesome move, by the way. I do have a hat. Hats off to Trackhouse for doing that for the Chip Ganassi employees.
It's an awesome move.
Yep.
However, I was thinking about this today. Ty Norris started with DEI.
Yep.
Got into that altercation with Teresa that was mentioned on the Dale Jr. download.
Yes.
And he left. So went to Michael Waltrip Racing, RCR. Chip Ganassi bought out DEI after they did their merger. Ended up buying them out. Now Trackhouse with Ty Norris just bought out Chip Ganassi, and now Ty Norris essentially owns the remnants of DEI.
Take that, Teresa.
Yeah, no kidding.
That was what I thought was the coolest part of it all.
Dale Earnhardt from heaven right now is saying she won the battle, she ain't win the damn war.
Oh,
but
man.
also, I don't. What are your guys' feeling on this? Because I got a little feeling on this, so I want you guys to go first.
So I don't know exactly what they're gonna do, because Trackhouse basically went in and said, you know what, the charters are too damn expensive. We're just gonna buy the whole race team out, which includes the 2 charters that Ganassi has. Do they take on one more car and sell the other charter, or do they bring on 2 guys? You look at Chastain in the 42, finally coming into his own in the Cup Series, finally starting to get the hang of things, running well. Kurt Busch said that he wanted to leave Chip Ganassi Racing. Does he still want to leave, even though...
Now that's Trackhouse.
Now that it's Trackhouse, does he still want to leave, or does he still... Or does he want to stay with Trackhouse, kind of develop them, be that driver for them that sets them up for the future? Or does he want to stay true to his word and kind of leave being under that CGR umbrella still? Or does Trackhouse keep on 3 cars and just brings in Kurt Busch and Ross Chastain under their umbrella? There's so many different options that they can do.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is a good move either way. Like, no matter what unfolds from all this. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect this at all. Like, I don't think anybody did. I heard nothing about Chip Ganassi wanting to sell a team. I remember on Reddit like 2 years ago or maybe last year that there was a rumor saying that either Ganassi or Rouse was gonna leave the sport like in the future. But of course, Rouse ain't going nowhere. Brad Keselowski getting ready to save that team. Yep. But yeah, Chip Ganassi, I guess is I guess they out. But yeah, Trackhouse, those guys have just really, really impressed me this year. I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning of this season, I thought Trackhouse was gonna be a Rick Ware Racing clone. Like I thought they were here to screw around. They weren't gonna get any sponsorship. They didn't have the funding.
After that one, huh?
Oh, dude, I'm proud they proved me wrong. I am happy they have. Like, that team came to play. They're running very consistent, top 15, top 10. I'm like, well, this deserves some recognition, does it not? I mean, how can you not love this move? And also, they're wanting to move to Nashville, Tennessee, which I love. I might have to apply for a job there, maybe. I don't know. But I also want to shout out my good buddy, Johnny Mashburn, who works at Chip Ganassi Racing. He used to work at Gibbs, but he moved on to Chip Ganassi Racing. So I guess he, I mean, depending on what he wants to do, but he's actually from East Tennessee, so I know him very well. He helped me meet Kyle Busch for the first time back in 2013. He gave me a hat signed by him for Christmas one year, and then the very next year he got me hooked up with a tour of the shop, and then a couple months later he got me to meet Kyle. So really thankful for that. Shout out to you, Johnny. Hopefully you'll move down to Nashville. You and I can hang out sometime, and I hope you stick with it because I'd like to see it. But yeah, so I was at work today, and I knew Trackhouse had a big announcement. So I got a notification on YouTube that they were live with the announcement. I said, okay, well, let's see what they're up to. And I saw Chip Ganassi walk up with Justin Mark. I'm like, what is Chip doing here? And I thought for sure Kurt Busch is going to Trackhouse, but my dumbass is wrong. So they pulled a huge curveball on me saying that we bought Chip Ganassi Racing. I'm like, whoa, really? Like, and my first thought was, why is Chip Ganassi wanting to sell? Like, what is there something going on? Are they not competitive anymore? Like, what's the deal? But it is what it is. Daniel Suarez is coming back this year, obviously, which everybody predicted. And I guess they're going to only buy one charter. I guess they're going to sell the other. I'm going to predict that Ross Chastain stays. He will get that charter, and they'll sell Kurt Busch's, and Kurt goes to 23XI now.
Now, I don't want to burst your bubble. And only with this, Bob Pockers had tweeted that Mark says the plan is to work out of the current Ganassi building in 22. So I don't know if that changes in 23. But apparently Justin Mark said that they want to work out of the Ganassi building in 22.
Well, I knew it was going to be a while for them to move to Nashville anyway. But But Pitbull did say they really want to base their shop down here.
I tell you what, look at what Pitbull has done.
Yeah.
Talk about a hands-on owner right there. Hey, he's got, because Ganassi said, I didn't want to sell, but they offered me a deal I couldn't refuse.
Well, there you go. See, that's what I love about Pitbull. I mean, I got to criticize Michael Jordan. I mean, he hadn't really been there for Bubba at all this year, or not as much. Pitbull actually gives a damn.
Pitbull's been at almost every single race.
Exactly. I mean, he could make it to that announcement today. I mean, which is understandable. He's probably got something going on, but so this guy actually cares. Like, he wants, like, and of course, you know, when they signed Pitbull, I'm like, okay, this is probably just a publicity stunt or something like that. But no, this guy
it's not.
It was Hall of Fame racing all over again.
Oh yeah, no, like, he's actually on this team working, and that's what I love. We need, if you're gonna have a celebrity owner like Pitbull, we need more people like that at the track, always there, asking the crews, what do y'all need? Is there anything I can do to help? It's perfect.
So here's my little take on this thing. Obviously, it a shocking move to say the least. I think, like I think I forgot who said it. Maybe Ganassi didn't think he was competitive enough. He's competitive in the IndyCar series. He's making enough money in the IndyCar series. Like he said, they offered him a deal he could not refuse. And I can't wait to see when the numbers come out what it is, how how much money it was on the table. But I think Chip cares, likes his IndyCar team more than his Cup team. Not to saying that he doesn't cherish the Cup team, but I just think, I think he was just getting fed up with it. It sounds like to me.
Straight out of The Godfather. I'm gonna give you an offer you can't refuse.
Exactly, and he could, and he even posted on his Twitter. He's like, I don't want to sell my team, but they offered him a deal I couldn't refuse. And then now they're saying that they're going to keep the Chip Ganassi employees on. Is a great move by Justin Marks, Pitbull, and Trackhouse Racing. I'm a huge fan of theirs. I'm not going to lie. I'm a huge fan. Suarez has come in, proven he can get behind the wheel of a good car at great finishes this year. Hopefully he gets a win. I'd like to see him in the playoffs.
I mean, Daytona's coming up.
Yeah. Chip Ganassi, that team just hasn't done anything in the past couple seasons too. Kyle Larson couldn't even do much in there. Like, you can see that Kyle Larson is so much better at Hinder than he was at Ganassi. I mean, he won races there obviously, and he ran up front. But comparing him at Hendrick than he was at Ganassi, that kind of tells you
night and day.
I'm just saying, the writing is on the wall for Kurt Busch to make a return to the '97 car.
I'm all for that. And
97.
And Sharpie better come back.
Yeah.
Why would he go back to Roush?
No, because the 97 is no longer owned by Roush. I don't think it's owned by anybody right now.
No.
So he can come back to the 97.
For 20
number.
Yep, for 2311.
No, for Trackhouse.
Yeah, but what about Chastain? Where does he go?
Well,
I think Chastain's staying. I think Kurt's going to 23XI.
I'm going to stick with my Trackhouse feeling.
For 3 cars?
Not for 3 cars.
No, they're not going to 3.
Not for 3 cars.
It's going to be 2. It's going to be 2.
Exactly. It's going to be 2. I hate this for Ross Chastain, who, like I said, was finally coming in to performing well, and honestly performing above his team, where they were at, where they're at finishing wise. Chastain was finishing ahead of that. He's just the odd man out in this situation, I feel, if Kurt stays.
I don't want Chastain to downgrade again. He doesn't.
I don't either.
That.
Now, Colleague is bringing in a second car, and Chastain has his ties with Colleague already.
Yep.
So maybe Chastain to that second Colleague car.
I thought they said AJ Allmendinger was in it.
Part-time.
Oh.
Yeah, Justin Haley's full-time, but Allmendinger's part-time. I guess he'll be driving 16, I think, and they're gonna have part-time. Like Allmendinger will run all the road courses, obviously, and they get whoever for the rest.
And that's also not to say that in 2023, Colleague doesn't purchase a third charter.
How about 2120?
What?
You don't remember Sammy Hagar at Texas? 2120. 2120.
No, we try to forget Sammy Hagar on this show.
I mean, 21-20, man.
Oh, hey, don't forget about GMS.
GMS too, another good one. Yeah, GMS.
We don't even know how many cars are fielding or like who's taking who.
That actually took me by a big shock when GMS said that they were coming to the Cup side.
I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
That was the biggest shock to me before this announcement.
Yeah, I did not expect GMS to come to the Cup Series at all. I thought they was going to be truck only.
Yeah, the truck only.
Probably had another Toyota. Probably Toyota. Probably Toyota.
GMS? No, they're going to be Chevy. They're Chevy based.
Who am I thinking of? Thor Sport. Yeah. I'm thinking of Thor Sport. Yeah, we're going to be Ford one year. No, we're going to be Toyota. No, we're going to be Chevy. Nope, we're going back to Toyota.
It's a winning version of Rick Ware Racing in the truck series.
Yeah.
Got it in there. Woo!
Yeah, and GMS will probably have like Allegiant sponsorship.
Dude, Scooby Doo needs to be on a damn car.
He was on Matt DiBenedetto's car a couple years ago.
I was at that race when he did that.
Nice. And then Scrappy Doo will be on there too.
Oh, let me at him.
That's right.
That is all I have for news. I don't think there's anything else to be said about the news this week. That's it.
Let's see here if I can do this real quick. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Yep. So weather this weekend for Road America, we have Saturday sunny and 89, Sunday partly cloudy and 92. So we don't have to worry about rain tires.
Coda Part 2.
Yeah, Coda Part 2.
No, I don't.
Status.
How about that for a 4th of July party, man?
Oh, yeah.
100,000 people. They said over 100,000 people will be at Road America this weekend.
I'm not surprised.
That's absolutely awesome.
That's probably going to be the best 4th of July party in the country that day.
That is, yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
And one thing I want to say about Road America, I'm really looking forward to this race. This is one of the new racetracks that I'm most looking forward to, like besides Nashville, because I like this racetrack. Granted, I know the caution laps are long, and that's going to suck.
Oh, yeah.
but Road America has always been a fun road course to watch, like back in my childhood with the nationwide races there. I remember that 2011 controversial race with Allgaier running out of gas. Ron Fellows not maintaining
the speed.
Yep. Yeah. During the caution flag, I couldn't figure out. It took me forever to figure out who actually won that race, and I still can't figure it out 10 years later. But Road America's made some really fun racing. Like the Xfinity Series always puts on a show there, and I expect them to do it again this Saturday. But for the Cup Series, first time to be there, I'm really looking forward to it.
Watch out for the signs. Watch out for the signs.
Yep. Yeah. Road America on. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they do run them down.
Yeah, Road America on America's birthday. They get more American than that.
Road course racing Sunday on NBC, by the way. Noon is the IndyCar race from Mid-Ohio, and then the Cup race from, like you said, Road America. Good way to spend the 4th of July, I would say.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting up early. I'm going to go ahead and get a quick dip in the pool real quick, and then after that, I'm all watching it. Then after the race is over, we can all go watch the fireworks.
Perfect timing.
Perfect
timing.
Hey, no kidding.
My dog is going to have PTSD after this episode.
All right, let's get into some social media here.
All right.
Social media update, we are at 2,836 downloads, 417 followers on Twitter, 89 followers on Facebook, 29 subscribers on YouTube. New follower shoutouts this week include Chase Holden, Helton, Great Luck Byron, R. Perry, 12.
Chase Holden.
Yep, Chase Holden.
Garage guys, baby.
Yes, sir. R. Perry, 1212, Daniel Crete or Crite? I don't know how to pronounce the last name.
Yeah, I know Daniel. Yeah, I think it is Crite.
Yeah, posts a lot of news updates throughout the week, too. Your boy Denny and Scott Thorpe, thank you all for the follows. Podcast shoutouts, we got the Lap Traffic Podcast, PETM Racing Podcast, 3 Wide NASCAR Podcast, EG3, Side Draft Podcast, Final Lap Weekly. Dalton, go ahead and plug the podcast that you are now on.
All right, so in case you guys are just now tuning in, I made the announcement last week that I am joining the Left Turn Cult podcast, aka the LTC from East Tennessee. We're all East Tennessee boys. They haven't found another East Tennessee boy, so just already connects. I started full time. I've been on their shows lots of times, and they finally decided to just sign my ass. So I'm now a member of the cult now, and we got one thing I got. Jesus Christ. So one thing I got to mention, we have a special episode tonight. So, okay, just bear with me. Tomorrow we are going
to
talk.
see the flashes at the window too.
Guys, y'all are like 5 days early. Like, chill, wait.
It's gonna be a month early next year.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, so I'll try to say this if I can, but we got a special episode tomorrow night that is a cannot miss. Bear with me. We are literally going to be talking about Tim Rich's dick tomorrow.
Okay.
So let me explain. I don't know if y'all have ever heard about this.
It's the cup photo, isn't it?
Yeah, the 1987 Winston Cup poster.
Yeah.
So back in February, and this was way before I met the Left Turn Cult boys. Like, they did an episode talking about that. They debated it for 2 hours just to find out if he whipped it out or not. And then a couple weeks later, that's when they found me. I was on their show, and tomorrow night we are going to revisit it. So we're gonna bring up some facts again. We're gonna take a look, see if he actually whipped it out. But yeah, tomorrow. Let's just say tomorrow's not gonna be a can't miss episode. It will be live on Facebook and Twitter at Left Turn Cult. So give Left Turn Cult a like on Facebook, give them a follow on Twitter, and if you do follow them on Twitter, turn that notification bell on so that when they go live, you'll immediately get the notification on your phone
or the ding.
Yep. So
Left Turn Cult.
Left Turn Cult. So go follow my boys at Left Turn Cult, the LTC from East Tennessee. I will be on that show tomorrow night. I get my thoughts on the Dick Gate is what I like to call it. So
Dick Gate.
So yeah, should be a good one tomorrow. Tune in.
The Dick Gate. Man, you know how they have it in Flake Gate? Now we got Dick Gate.
I'm pretty sure we've hit our number on how many times we could say that in an episode.
Yeah, we could probably did.
Sorry, the limit.
Places you can find us.
I'm just trying to get us views, okay?
In your search bar on those things and stuff on YouTube, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, all those good stuff in your search bar, Loose Lugs Podcast. Make sure you subscribe, follow, turn on that notification bell so this way you get notified every time we upload new content. And so you can hear Ryan do the Scooby-Doo laugh again.
Dick!
That's it. I'm done. Just end the show here. That's it. Y'all have a nice evening.
That was a perfect time.
Fun.
I got something good to say. I got a heartfelt story after we give us everybody our Twitter names.
All right. On Twitter, we are at Lugs Podcast. You can tweet us about the show using the hashtag LugsPod. On Facebook, in your search bar, the Loose Lugs Podcast. Ryan, what is your personal?
R. Rancola 88.
And Dalton, yours?
Dalton Good 18.
Ryan, we've got to your rant segment, but I don't know if I want to let you do it now.
No. This is actually a kind of a feel-good story, guys. Hope everybody's enjoying the episode tonight.
I don't know how we go from talking about what we were just talking about and you telling me we got a feel-good story, but
yes.
Go right ahead.
Dalton, again, congratulations on joining the podcast, LTC as you like to call it. I'm on Twitter last week, and I you know how you get these videos pop up? Well, there's a gentleman named Eric. I'm not going to do his last name on here for that everything, but he said he was struggling with some weight issues, but then he's been going to Pocono for quite some time. That he's been exercising every single day, doing a lot of walking. Well, he posted on Twitter that to Pocono Raceway, seeing if he could walk the track because he's going to the race on Sunday. So a lot of people are retweeting this to Pocono Raceway, everything like that. Well, I guess Pocono Raceway sent him a message back saying, be at a gate at 8 a.m. We'll have everything set up for you so you can walk the track. Well, so it turned into much more than just him walking the track. They had drivers like Noah Gregson out there, Dale Earnhardt Jr., the president of Pocono Raceway, all out there with this gentleman walking the track. So I thought that was pretty cool for Pocono Raceway to step up a good cause. So I was awesome to see, and he posted a video on it, commented on it. So very good job, Eric, man. Keep up the good work, bud.
Oh, that's badass.
That was awesome.
Yes, it was. So it was, like I said, good feel-good story.
There we go. Our rant segment actually had something good this week. Like, not saying what the rants aren't good. I'm saying we have something good to talk about on the rant.
Yes, we can. Yes,
it's the anti-rant, if you will.
Yes.
All right, we gotta say we get the white flag and predict what's coming up this weekend.
Oh, we got picks.
Tight, keep working the mirrors. In line with you, coming to the white. Only two.
White flag is where we're gonna go over our predictions for Road America. The last time we did picks, I won Nashville 3-2. I lead the season 37-30. So I will go first for Road America. Xfinity side, I don't even know. Allmendinger. I'll go with AJ.
All right.
What do you got, Ryan?
I am going with the Montreal boy, Alex Labay.
Oh.
There you go.
Yes.
Dalton, who you got winning?
Ooh, this might be a little tough. I want to say Noah Gragson finally ends his bad luck this weekend.
All right. I hope so.
Of course, he'll probably have to beat Austin Cindric, the road course god in the Xfinity Series. Yeah. But this is an interesting racetrack. Anything can happen. So
last time I picked AJ on a road course, he won it. So that's all I'm basing it off of.
Oh, well, it's over already. Yeah, and I know Kyle Busch is running this weekend also, but I think Kyle's done winning Xfinity. I think he wants to keep it at 100. And also, Kyle will most likely use this weekend as a test session because he's never run on Road America before in any series. So this will probably be a test session for him. He's not really going to try to compete for a win, I think. Like I said, I think Nashville will probably be his final Xfinity Series win. So, yeah, Kyle may be racing. Harvick's racing too. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Yeah,
but
I saw a couple of the Cup and Xfinity guys racing the Trans Am race out there this weekend too.
That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah, these Cup Series drivers are mostly just going to use this as a test session. So I don't see any of them winning.
Yeah, I got to agree with you there. Cup side, gosh, this is the easiest pick in the history of mankind. You already know who I'm picking, so you guys go ahead with your picks.
the Cup Series road course god?
Yeah, we're going with the road course king, and I don't understand how people are calling Larson the new road course king. He's only won one in his entire career.
No. No. I hope this happens. I want Kyle Busch to go back-to-back, getting that American Skittle scheme for 4th of July. That'd be a perfect win for 4th of July. Kyle, please give me 2 in a row.
Ryan, who you got?
Give me the 42 of Ross Chastain.
I like the pick.
Not bad.
I would have went with it
Not
in
bad.
because you get the 5 extra points. If you
wait, no. All right. Then let me go.
No. It's already final. You already said that's your winner.
Fine.
For my sleeper pick, I'm going Ross Chastain, Ryan.
Well, asshole.
Bruh.
No more Scooby laughs for you now. Damn it.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Ryan, who's your sleeper?
Austin Cindric, I do believe, is running, so give me him as a sleeper.
He is very good.
Yep.
All right. I don't know if I've ever explained it to you, Dalton. The sleeper is someone who has less than 3 wins in their career.
Oh, shit. Okay. I want my sleeper to be Chase Briscoe.
Chase Briscoe.
All right.
Another not bad pick.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Road America, 4th of July weekend.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be kick-ass.
It's like the perfect place to put it.
Yeah. I mean, I'd still rather be in Daytona. I miss Daytona 4th of July, but I don't think this will be a bad replacement.
Oh, I mean, the track's got America in the name on the 4th of July.
Exactly. And I tell you, with more than 100,000 people being there, that's going to be a party.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's a good thing they're not running Daytona, by the way. Scattered thunderstorms on Sunday.
Welcome to Florida in the summer.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, you might get a hurricane in August. That's might be even worse.
Yeah.
But At least we're not running in Indianapolis. I didn't really enjoy Indianapolis on 4th of July last year.
I don't think anyone enjoyed
Well-
Indianapolis last year.
Well,
Yeah.
I was in Las Vegas, so
Oh, okay. So it wasn't terrible.
nah.
So
I was at a ghost museum, so I had better things to do than watch that.
So Road America, Atlanta, New Hampshire, Watkins Glen are your next races, and then you have the Brickyard, and then not going to mention August 22nd. We'll skip that because we all know what that is. And then Daytona are your last chance races to get into it.
And I will be in Atlanta, just so you know. So for those of you out there, if y'all going to Atlanta, please come say hi to me.
Go to the tweet up if they're doing a tweet up. Go to the tweet up. Those are awesome. We had a lot of other podcasts and a lot of people follow people on Twitter, which is awesome.
Yeah. We're gonna be camping. I'm probably gonna be doing a lot of stuff. So I'm going with the Stock Car Spec podcast boys. Left Turn Colt will be there as well. So I'm gonna be hanging out with a lot of people. But
Nice.
You're ready to go.
is Eddie going?
I don't know.
I hope he is. I want to see him.
I think didn't he say he was?
I feel like he might have, but I can't
I'll have
remember.
to check in with him. I'll
Yeah.
have to check and see. Dalton, thank you for coming on the show again, my friend. You are welcome here anytime, as always. Ryan,
Yes.
hit them all with it.
Guys, hope everybody has a safe and happy, healthy 4th of July weekend. Let's turn right, let's turn left, and we will see you at the track.
Hit some turtles and all that.
Watch out for them damn chicanes.
Signs.
Yep.
Dalton
And then
was-
watch out for pictures of Tim Richmond, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh boy, I cannot wait to talk. I can't wait to talk about it tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie.
Make sure y'all check out Dalton on the Left Turn Cult podcast. Dalton, final words.
Also, just thank you guys so much for having me on tonight. This is probably the most fun episode of Loose Lugs that I've been on so far. So thanks again for having me back on. I'm glad I got to talk with you guys. Y'all go ahead and give my boys at Left Turn Cult a follow. Also, we just dropped the merch line last night, and this shirt is available in the merch line. It's my Kyle Busch Guitar Smash t-shirt, so it will be in that store as well. So I think it's $25. So check out the Left Turn Colts merch store. There's lots of other t-shirts if you want to look at that. But this Smashville shirt designed by yours truly will be available if y'all want to go buy it.
All right, special thanks to Patrick for coming out in our chat, and Tony, thank y'all for chatting with us. Thank y'all for tuning in on the live stream if you did. Even if you didn't leave a little hello in there to let us know you were here, we still appreciate you coming out. Thank y'all for downloading this podcast. We're out of here. See you next week, and have a happy and safe 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July, guys.
We're out. See ya.